college. While I interviewed a young lady that decided to move out her first year of college, and she got an apartment, and she actually saved up an entire year for this house, and she ended up having to move back home after 3 months of living on her own. She ran into huge financial problems. She was not able to have enough gas to go both to school and to work, so she decided to just go to work so she could pay her bills, which she ended up not being able to do. And she also, because she didn't go to school, got on probation, academic probation, which is where you are failing your classes. She soon had to drop out of her classes, which was a big waste of her money because you still have to pay the school. She didn't drop out soon enough. She has now re-entered into college and has almost finished her first semester while living at home. She has learned a huge deal on saving money, and she also lives at her house right now to help save money, and she's continuing to get out of her debt. Another thing that I learned from Times News, paying in full as the ticket into college, talked about how many colleges are beginning to, instead of looking at just your GPA and your school activities that you're in during high school to see if they want to accept you, they are seeing if you are financially stable and if your family or you can pay in full the tuition. This causes a huge problem to many teens, seeing that it's very difficult to come up with a big lump sum of money to go to a college. This isn't just a burden to teenagers, but it's also a burden to their families, seeing that they will most likely have to help them. Another important thing that plays a huge role in moving into college from high school is your grades. College is a lot different from high school. You, instead of having teachers that care if you hand in assignments and will give you breaks if you hand in assignments late, most professors don't care if you hand in an assignment. It's just one less paper they have to grade. And so they don't even care if you go to class or you show up. And so that's a huge change also. And if you're living in a dorm, it's, I have a few friends that live in dorms, and they have a harder time waking up for classes than I do. Since I live at home, I have a place that I can relax and a quiet place to sleep. Whereas they are up all night hanging out with their friends instead of working on their homework that they should be working on or getting the rest that they need so that they can stay focused in school. And so that is also a major problem. Also in college, you have to set aside study times because it's a lot harder to do your homework just 5 minutes before the class. Many classes take 2 to 3 hours depending on what class it is to get all your homework done and your studying done. Another thing that I learned in researching this is that while going to college is very important and getting a good GPA, that is not what employers are looking necessarily for. I learned from surviving college life is that 5% of the people that are looking to employ you after you graduate don't even look at your grades. go out and be an adult, but still live by the rules since you're living with them. You'll also maintain your good morals by living with your family, because no one wants to disappoint your family. Whereas if you lived in the dorms, you're more likely to go out and party and drink and do drugs. And so that raises a huge problem and can be a big factor on whether or not you're going to get hired for your career that you want to be in. So I think that it's very important that everyone decides whether or not living at home is good for them or not. And I think when deciding, you need to talk to your parents about if it's financially stable, or if you have enough high enough morals and can be on your own. Because many people do not have the financial ability or have enough self-control to get to bed on a decent time and do their homework